So, as you guys can see, I've got quite a few Switch games. By looking at it, you'd probably assume I've spent a shit ton of money on this, but nope. The number one deal that GameStop has is their 4 for 40 and 4 for 20, because they've got a lot of decent $20-ish games and a handful of other shit. It really depends what you're looking for. I usually go for anything, so at my most recent go-through, got Beholder 3, Joe and Mac, Shadow Labyrinth, Dragon Ball Z, Moonlighter, Sifu, and of course, as I already said, Turok. I paid basically half or less of what they were asking. So I spent $90 and saved over $130, which is pretty crazy. And the main thing with me is, like, I'll collect anything. I mean, for a while I was going after PS4 stuff, but I don't care for PlayStation anymore. Like, if you're trying to collect on a budget, it's not about necessarily getting the number one thing. It's like getting small things that are closely related. You gotta get games that are worth the money. The other thing is just not buying games at full price. Because, I mean, as you see here, Red Dead Redemption got a sale. And the other thing is kind of knowing what you're looking at. Like, I just look up values all the time. I would say my best example of a game that I got at a good price would be Bubble Bobble 4 Friends, The Baron is Back, which I got this when GameStop had it at $20, and I used the 4 for 40 deal to get it for $10, and I believe it's worth about $45, so it's pretty good. And I know GameStop isn't necessarily everywhere. I mean, you can get stuff off of eBay, you can get stuff off of Facebook Marketplace. Facebook Marketplace is actually where I've gotten some of my best deals. This game was my best deal that I ever got off Facebook Marketplace. I believe at the moment it's worth about $160. I paid less than a tenth of that. I paid $15 for this game. So, I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's mostly just, like, knowing what shit's worth, not overpaying. But then also just... I mean, I don't really buy anything new. That's the main thing. Like, there's actually a thing just today when I was buying the stuff. I was at GameStop and someone was asking me what I would recommend, and they were gonna get a game, and I was like, no, you don't want that one. You want the pre-owned one. You're gonna save like $5. It's like, especially at GameStop, when you have both of them available and they're the same, then there's no point in buying the new one, unless you want to feel special. But there's no point. If you're trying to go for a very specific game, the best thing I would say is just wait. Prices kind of go down over time. I've gotten screwed before. I had a copy of Tamagotchi Life. I sold it for like $40 a few years ago. Now it's like $140, so I kind of fucked myself over on that one. But like, if you just wait, you'll find what you're looking for. These games are probably the best examples of me buying games that I think are funny or just cheap. This one is cool because the case is a display copy, which you usually don't find. But like, when I say I buy games that are funny, this game I've heard nothing good about. Everyone hates it. I like Carnival Games Mini Golf, which is why I have this copy of it, and I actually have another one that I got in a bundle. But I mean, it just comes down to what you're looking for. If you're looking for old stuff, your best bet is to like go to garage sales and Facebook Marketplace. Marketplace is really good, actually, at the moment for Switch stuff, because, I mean, maybe not right now, it's kind of died down, but Switch stuff on Marketplace, I can usually find a console. You gotta find it with games, that's the main thing. You have to find it with games, because otherwise it's gonna be priced horribly. I think the best one I found was actually one that I bought a while ago. It was $300 for a Switch and, like, 16 games. And they're all good games. When I say there were 16 games, I mean, there was... I think the main ones that I can think of were Mario Odyssey, Mario Party Superstars, Animal Crossing, just like a handful of mainline games, and then a handful of not mainline Nintendo games that are their own thing. The one thing I'll definitely say is you have to watch for the Black Friday deals, because this past year especially, there was a lot of very good Black Friday deals, especially at Walmart. Walmart seems to be the place where you get this shit. So I went to Walmart, got the Poppy Playtime triple pack, Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection, and the FNAF Into the... I'll tell you guys a funny story about these games. When I originally did the video talking about my whole collection, I bought these games, and I think I talked about the story when I did it, but I don't remember, so I'll just say it now. When I went to Walmart to get these, I saw them on the shelf, and I saw online they were $15 a piece. So I was literally at the store, had an employee take the games out of the case. I was about to pretty much pay for them, and I was like, "Are you guys gonna honor the online price?" And they're like, "No, no, no, no. You have to buy it online to get that price." So literally, while I was sitting there with that person there, I was like, "Oh yeah, put these away." And then while they were there, I went on my phone and ordered them online, and then I had to come back the next day and pick them up. It's like, you gotta do some stupid shit for these deals. I don't know. Main takeaway from this video, if you're gonna collect something, make sure you know what you're doing, and it's okay to make changes, because I still have a bunch of my PS4 stuff from when I was collecting that. I'm strictly Nintendo now, or Steelbook. Nintendo or Steelbook is a good way to do it, because Nintendo stuff always holds its value, and Steelbook stuff is always rare. The main thing is just being resilient and willing to change. Do you guys actually new purpose of this video? If you guys want me to make a video on every single game that I have, comment in the comments a comment that says you want me to do commentary, gameplay, and comment on the... How many times can I say comment before someone comments? Comment down below, subscribe, eat a chalupa at Taco Bell. See, the rest of this video is going to be me putting this shit back on the wall.